Okay, another story. Anytime we talk about one of our favorite places, which I don't know if you know this, but Matt actually proposed to his wife in a Publix.
I did get engaged. I got engaged over pub subs.
So
That's the kind of romantic you're dealing with.
There could never be enough Publix stores for this man, but apparently that's not the way other people feel. Publix announced that they were looking for more, I don't know if you call it space or stores or how you would describe it, but we did a story yesterday, and the article, anytime you put Publix in an article, it
Goes
blows
crazy.
up. They could do anything. We're selling dirt, and it's at Publix, and they will be like, oh my gosh, we want
It's a
that Publix
BOGO.
store. We want it. We want it in the worst way. But it turns out, and I didn't know this until you mentioned it and I started looking it up, that Publix they're not opening more stores. They're just purchasing the area where they already have stores located. And our viewers, you guys, are so smart because you started commenting online about these things. And someone says, that's how McDonald's made their money, not hamburgers. It's like the land they own.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I don't know if you ever saw the movie about McDonald's.
No.
It was
It's
really interesting because they were basically all about the fast food. And then the premise of this is this guy comes along and he basically makes the business, okay, we're going to franchise these McDonald's, but then we're going to own the land underneath it and they're going to pay us to basically lot rent.
Yeah.
To own that place on top of our land, and it became a huge success.
Yeah.
So Publix basically, I guess it has some locations where it leases a store in a bigger marketplace. And so they came in 4 different areas, they bought the entire marketplace. So they own their own store and the rest of the stores around them. So they can also control what comes in and out.
Whatever is there around them. And it's just so interesting because when you drive anywhere in Central Florida, you can't throw a rock without hitting a Publix. And it's like that, not just in Central Florida, but when I lived in the Tampa, St. Pete area, I lived in St. Petersburg for a while. And there was a Publix on each side of the street. I had one on, so if you're going this way,
right across from the other one.
It's not inconvenient at all. And someone was telling me earlier today that same thing is happening in Central Florida in some neighborhoods. And I was like, how? But the parking lots are always packed.
There are some competitive places coming in to try to take Publix's spot, though. A lot of times, Publix was the favorite for a long time. Now they're dealing with Trader Joe's, they're dealing with Aldi, they're dealing with Costco. You been to a Costco lately? That place is pretty awesome.
Been to a Costco. My husband's buying my clothes at Costco.
I'm renting space in a Costco right now. It's the executive membership.
Talk to me when we get a Piggly Wiggly. That's what I grew up on. Do you know the Piggly Wiggly?
Do they still have those?
Yes.
I've heard of them.
You've heard of them? Everybody loves the pig. No.
Everybody loves the pig. Is that their commercial?
It is now. Yeah. Of course it is.
All
My
right.
gosh.
Good to know.